Okay, guys, what's up? Mike here at Rising Tide Academy. And yes, we have rebranded. Still loyal to the man, Grandmaster Helsing Gracie. Still teaching Gracie Jiu Jitsu, of course. And I just wanted to talk about why we rebranded the Academy. So, the idea of the Rising Tide is that the rising tide lifts all ships. Got it right here, right behind me. And this is a principle that I've tried to live by through running a martial arts school. And I think it's really, really important because in any athletic pursuit, you don't really see that a lot, right? You see that typically the most gifted, most talented, most athletic athletes get the coach's favoritism because, let's be truthful, they're very easy to work with. They're the easiest. I have a white belt in here right now. I could tell them to do anything. Athletic, strong, smart, and typically, like as instructors, like those students become the favorites. But the problem with that is that person rises to the top and everyone else kind of gets left behind because the instructor's giving their attention to just that student. But through the years, we've taught students with autism, with Asperger's syndrome, with Down syndrome, kids that have all types of different social anxiety and panic attacks, and women that are survivors of violent assault and sexual assault, domestic abuse, and men who come back from war with PTSD, anxiety, depression, thoughts of suicide. I've talked several people off the ledge, convinced them not to punch out. So the rising tide theory is that, we are only as strong as our weakest link. So then as a team, as a tribe, it is our job to make sure that those people are getting pulled up, right? I believe in the pull method of teaching instead of the push method of teaching, which is I'm constantly pulling you forward. Come on, you can do it. It's like, I think it was actually Henry Gracie or Hiron Gracie was saying that it's like how you teach a child to walk. You don't come behind them and shove them and yell at them from behind, keep moving. You walk in front of them. Hey, come to me. It's safe. Come to the light, come toward me. And that's how I choose to lead people. And that's how I like to teach. And it flows right in line with the Rising Tide Lifts All Ships. So Rising Tide Academy just made sense. Plus, it keeps the nautical theme. I love being around the water. I grew up on the water. My dad's a charter boat captain. I love fishing. Grandmaster Helsing Gracie's the shark, so it kind of still keeps that nautical theme with our roots, by the ocean in Brazil and Hawaii. So that was important to me. And the main reason that we did it is because I want to leave something behind. We're playing the infinite game here. If you're a business owner, you should read The Infinite Game by Simon Sinek. My student Ashwin recently bought that program for me. I'm listening to it, an audio program. And, the infinite game is that I'm not just doing something that's going to be, make me money next quarter or next year or the next 5 years or 10 years. The infinite game is I want to pass this on to my children and their children and their children and my instructors here, their children. So in order to do that, we have to have our own identity. We have to have our own brand. We have to have something that's ours. The Gracie family, Gracie Jiu Jitsu is an extremely powerful brand, but that's theirs. That's their legacy. And we have so much respect for them for paving the way for us and so much appreciation for what they've done to us. We will always rep Gracie Jiu Jitsu. That's who we are at our core. We are still Gracie Jiu Jitsu Maryland, just at Rising Tide Academy. So that was really important for my brother and I, that we have something that we can pass on to somebody else, whether it's our own kids or if they don't want anything to do with it. Someone else that comes up, the next man up, next woman up, we'll be able to hand off something to them. So that was important, that we had our own identity and, just something that we believe in and, something that we could just design however we want. I love the design work that Dave Watt and Bethany Tokuzolu have been doing for us. Shout out to those guys. And the other thing is, too, we're looking to expand past jiu-jitsu. Listen, I still believe that jiu-jitsu is the most effective martial art on the planet, the most effective martial art for self-defense. If Gracie Jiu-Jitsu is being taught properly, striking is part of Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. A lot of people don't know that, but it is one of the 5 elements of jiu-jitsu. And what I've realized, and this might make people some upset, there are gigantic gaps in the striking game in jiu-jitsu. Boxing has better answers. Muay Thai definitely has better answers. And boxing and Muay Thai are both also what? Great martial arts for self-defense. So as Rising Tide grows, and also we've been embracing wrestling big time, and I would love to see us get to a point where we have our own Rising Tide wrestling program. My wife Emily is going to be teaching yoga here very soon, so we needed something that we could have that kind of envelopes all of that: Muay Thai, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, boxing, eventually MMA, yoga, and Rising Tide was the answer. So I know a lot of people think when a rebrand happens that it's because of something negative, but this is all positive stuff. And I just want to thank everyone for their support through the years. And this is just going to be the next level. Look out for a bunch of cool new gear coming out and stuff like that. And if there's any questions about it, feel free to reach out to me. But I just kind of want to let everyone know. Of course, everyone knows that we've kind of already done. I've been hinting at it, but I just want to let everyone be aware of the reasons why we did it and that they are all positive reasons. And again, I just have to understand that, we are really fortunate to be under the leadership of Grandmaster Helson Gracie. We are not leaving the Team Helson Gracie team. We are still an affiliate, both academies, and Kogan Dojo as well, represent. Look, I even got a picture of my man up on the wall there, right? Helson's done so much to help us out and the other black belts in the organization. We will remain loyal there. And like I said, these are all positive changes. So in 2020, look out for a lot of great stuff from Rising Tide Academy. And please join the team. See you guys soon.